Hello, everyone.
You can always.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry to be going dead a second here. Uh, but hi, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all excited for some D&D. We're sadly down one player as Max couldn't make it. So, but we still have everyone else, and hopefully a new player will be joining us soon if he ever finishes his character. Let me see if my players are ready.
But he muted, so.
Hey, you guys good to go?
Eh.
Okay. Unmuting you now. All right, you're unmuted. Behave. Behave. Looking at you, Tara.
I did nothing.
Also, I realized I forgot to change my reactive, so I now glow when I talk. Oh, no.
Why do you glow when you talk?
Well, it's because for the game I was playing over the weekend.
Don't get
What
the
game were you
Oblivion
playing?
remaster. It's just Oblivion with new paint.
Oh, I wasn't playing. No, I was playing Metaphor Fantasio. I'm not
No,
kidding.
I'm still doing this as a public service announcement.
I
I'm
agree.
I'm actually excited about the game tomorrow. Clair Obscure,
Oh, yeah, that's that.
Aspiration 43.
Is that detective
I'm
game?
just. Nah,
Or am I thinking of
not
a different
quite.
obscure one?
No, it's like a fantasy game.
Ah.
It's like Persona in Fantasyland, I would say.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Well, cool.
It has like
Statics.
a lot of like turn-based combat, like the classics, and
But with really cool graphics.
yeah, that too.
Huh.
Though I expect if the graphics look like Unreal 5, and I've heard so many games having jank and issues with Unreal 5 these days. It's kind of
That's because of poor optimization on the side of the developers, not because of blah blah blah, you know?
Yeah, I know, but so the fancy looking graphics tell me that either it's gonna run fine or it's gonna run like crap.
So far, it's been running fine. From what I've heard, it's just the graphics that are like using Unity.
How is it running fine? It's not even out yet. What?
Oblivion Remastered is.
Oh.
No, we're talking about a different game now. We're talking about Clair Obscure. Expedition 33.
To be fair, Oblivion runs like shit.
Yeah, Oblivion still has the same Oblivion jank and everything. I've heard that from like a person who has actually bought it and is playing it actively.
Yes.
And
it
I
does.
mean, he
That
he
is a
is
good
happy
thing.
about it.
That is a
He is
good
happy.
thing.
He is happy about it, but at the same time, I can't help but think about the efforts that the Skyblivion people are doing to make things a little bit less jank. I really look forward to that.
People are a bit complaining about the performance of the Oblivion remaster, especially on all the graphics. Like they say that they're struggling to actually get, like 60 FPS on 2080s or 3070s.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
you need to have a good system for Unreal 5.
Unless you
So,
decide to go with
and
DLSS or FSR. And FSR looks really fine on that. What?
oh,
What did I say?
Oh no, nothing. I just had a burp. All right, so are you guys ready to start now?
yeah,
All right.
I have my face buried in my cat's belly, but I'm ready to start.
Aw. I'm surprised your cat's holding still.
Oh, he is an old man. He
Oh.
knows that I like to put my face on him.
Aww.
He considers that cuddling.
Good kitty. Good old man.
Yes. Mm.
No,
He
no.
recently had his 21st birthday.
Oh my god.
You can legally drink now.
Oh my. 21.
Don't give alcohol to your
Jeez.
pets.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Now I want to.
I just
Porn
felt
would
I
be
needed to say
upon
that
me.
for the stream.
Yeah, you know,
Only by American laws, you can already allow him to drink by European laws.
I'm saying don't give alcohol to your pets.
yeah, don't give alcohol to your pets. But I'm kind of curious
Unless
though.
you want to.
Other than humans, are there any other creatures that willingly ingest poison?
Oh yeah.
Monkeys.
Oh definitely.
Koalas.
There was
Goats,
this
elephants.
there was this narrated desert documentary, I think even by Disney or something, when I was a kid, called the Desert is Alive or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they are literally animals that eat fermenting fruit to get drunk,
Oh yeah. Okay.
like
Yeah.
willingly. They eat fermenting fruit
Is
because they like getting drunk.
is there like, so, I've seen kind of like that here too with like birds eating, like fermenting crab apples and stuff off the ground.
Yeah.
Is it because there's no other option, and they're hungry?
No, I'm pretty sure there is usually option. It seems they do gather, like, they specifically seek these out.
Okay.
Um,
I was gonna say, if like there's no other option for the animal, then, that's not really willing.
There was even elk that actually lick frogs.
Wow.
yeah,
Poisonous
poisonous,
frogs, like to
poisonous
get
frogs.
high.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
To get high.
I was just kind of okay.
Hedgehogs also eat.
I mean,
like
cats go for
fermented-
catnip as well.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Well, I guess that's more to get high than poison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
alcohol
what
is not a
is
poison.
poison but
Well, I mean,
something you can get high on?
Well,
know?
I mean,
When I was younger, I
still
researched
close. I mean,
a
we don't-
certain poisonous plant, Datura, and I actually just recently found out that some people use that to get high. So, people
Yeah.
have been using poisonous substances
yeah.
to get high since forever as drugs.
We
So,
call
you
it-
know.
Poison only when we discover that it's actually harmful to us, but it doesn't mean that it's not high and
Yeah.
it's not changing our chemistry. I mean, if you want, dogs eat chocolate.
Well, that's probably because it smells and tastes good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's a poison to them.
It is, yeah.
it's the poison to them.
But they don't know better. Mainly because they don't
Why would
live
they
after
not
eating
know
it usually.
better? So many dogs died. Why wouldn't they, already have a trait that you shouldn't eat something from cocoa beans?
Well, they don't really have a network to tell each other that.
What do you mean? They howl.
No, that's not how it works.
Anyway, so
We got Twitter. They have howler.
get back,
No.
getting back to the game. So, yeah, 'cause we've been going live for 13 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, last time, it's been a while. Who here remembers?
It's not been that a while. It's been a while since the aftermath of the combat, but then we had that one session where we basically freed the celestial person with my
True.
first wish from the genie.
Yeah, that was like
That
2
was the
weeks
last
ago.
session. Yeah, that's not that long.
It could be for some of
before
it
that,
could be
we
for
had a
some of
long-
us with short-term memory.
Yeah.
Problems.
I don't really want to recap the full thing because my throat hurts. But yeah, essentially,
Make Foggy
we
do
talked
it.
to the chief, and
I can do
there
it.
was this person being held prisoner since forever. Apparently, they can't die. We go downstairs. It's a creepy person that has hunger, we agitate them and figure out they have something celestial in them.
Oh,
We manage to agitate them enough so they tell the person inside regains control and tells us they are celestial that's been eaten, but the soul is captured. And I promise to get them out. So I summon the genie to tell him, you can't kill, but
we just got raided.
then he tells us he can actually like kill the thing because it's not a human, so it's not really alive. It's like a homunculus.
Mm-hmm. It's a.
So he rips out the heart, which we now have. I think
yeah.
Kida has it.
It
Kida has it.
You have it. You have its core,
Yeah, Kida has
which
the
was
core.
which was powering it.
Yeah. Kida has the core, which I think is a very sus item. But she is now a Kida that is also now really fascinated with the fact that there was like a war between celestials and demons, and it's so long ago that her long-lived species apparently has little memory of it. And yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, Kisa is holding the magic lamp, and now we also got like these blessings on our foreheads from. So we're kind of heroes of the Savage Lands. We can identify ourselves as like respected people anywhere in the Savage Lands,
Mm-hmm.
which will be really useful as soon as we teleport away to where we actually wanted to go, which is the mountains.
But if you ever come back,
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I have a tiny bit of lore drop if you want to hear it.
Okay.
Not all mystic foxes are actually long-lived.
Mm-hmm.
They're only short-lived or human-lived in most cases, and only few venerated, who gain, you could say, power or wisdom somehow. Can't details. Live longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not
Yeah.
always long-lived.
At most average cases they live 100 years. But yeah.
I mean, they're a pretty rare species anyway, so it makes sense that I don't know about it. Also, Cass, I'm so irritated. Is that intentional?
It's what?
Oh wait, no, now it disappeared. There was like a tiny pixel next to your icon on Discord in the voice channel, and it was irritating the fuck out of me.
There was?
But I think it was just like a weird stray pixel. It's gone now.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, 'cause I don't see it.
I thought your picture had like a stray pixel intentionally
No.
to irritate us.
No. Also, thank you Goku for the raid. Hope you enjoyed Final Fantasy 13. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I know you hate it.
Yeah, who enjoys that?
One of my friends I know, Gundam Goku.
Oh boy,
Yeah, he was.
Hey, Cast,
they need to get
Yes.
themselves checked out.
I don't think you actually gave me the gem of souls.
Oh, right. I don't think I did. I think I forgot to do that.
Do you think I could perhaps persuade you to send me one?
I didn't make up the item as a thing yet.
Okay.
'Cause honestly, I never thought you guys would actually get it.
Karst!
I'm
You had 2
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get Cortez in here so he can hear you say I'm sorry.
No.
No,
Don't you
You
dare.
know, just the other day. we were
I want
talking
him to
about
hurry up and
Cortez
get done with it as well so he can join us. Don't worry.
being lazy, and now we find out you were lazy.
I wasn't lazy. I was forgetful. I'm sorry. It was Easter holiday this weekend. I had a lot to think about. I'm sorry.
Please
Oh
stop
god, that
thinking about
pixel is back.
Alex.
Wait, what?
What pixel?
I don't know. I keep seeing a pixel next to cast when
I think
after
I think it's just
the
on your
green ring
screen.
is around.
I don't. So no one else is
Maybe,
seeing
I
it.
don't
It's
know.
just. I think it's just you.
I doubt many people are really looking at the Game Voice channel list.
Oh,
You know.
probably.
It's just me.
Give me
I
the
like
screenshot.
seeing who's talking. Oh, I'll try next time I see it. Seems to be
Alright.
here and then it might be from the animation of the talking. Anyways, we just got blessed. Whee.
All right, but yeah.
Oh,
Thank you for the
I didn't
recap,
do
though,
English.
Masha. Go ahead and give yourself an inspiration. If you don't have one
Yay!
already.
Oh, I don't. Remember, I used like literally everything I had during that combat. Like, gave all my surge dice to people and everything. I have nothing left. Now I have an inspiration again. I can slowly start building surge dice again.
Okay. Let me see. Kita, let me see your sheet here.
Oh, I need to look into that.
Well, I do appreciate the reminder because if we are at the end of the day, I would use some spell slots to send
think this-
info about God War towards the Mystic Foxes.
I think we're still early in the day, no?
Yeah.
Wasn't it at the
Yeah.
beginning?
Yeah, it's still early. It's
Okay.
about midday at most. All right. The item is in your sheet under loot. It is listed as the consumer's core crystal.
Okay. That sounds like consumable.
All right. So, yeah. So after you guys are kind of anointed with the marks and titles that you were given, labeling you as basically people of these lands. What do you want to do now? I hear background noise.
It's totally Harry.
Harry,
What happened?
I hear
What
background.
happened?
I hear background noise. What's happening?
Can you
Oh, we lost Kate.
send me in chat?
Ah,
Guys,
wait. I'm on my laptop, that's why. I'll fix it now.
Oh, okay.
guys, can you send me in chat the titles you bestowed on the people?
Let's see. Yeah, sure. Let me see. Where'd I put those? Crap.
Our chronicler will want it for his, notes and everything.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised I didn't write mine.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Sounds better. Yeah.
Whee.
Okay, so what are we doing?
That's what.
the question.
Yeah, that's what you guys want to do next. Now.
Mountain. What is Geth?
Geth is
Gav is gone.
Geth is good.
Gav got bored and left.
Geth did what?
Gav got bored and left.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, okay, I guess. Okay, so what threads
But
do we have open?
we still have the big guy with us and Celeste.
We have Celeste. That is true.
The dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's still the
Um,
thing, with the glacier in the mountains and Foggy's sword in the mountains.
We just did a foggy thread. It's okay. Let's do something else.
I mean,
only
No.
fair.
we
Yeah.
promised this guy, and it seems quite like time sensitive.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not also. It's also a Geth thing. So I don't know.
Ginkgo comes running in, carrying a note and the terrain translocator, saying that Geth has used it and gone off to the mountains ahead of you.
So Geth is waiting for
Why?
us in the mountains.
He couldn't wait any longer. Apparently, he left last night.
The question is, wait, did he take the translocator?
Nope, he left it behind.
How else can you
Okay.
teleport with no, you have to teleport with it.
Oh,
Never said you had to.
Yes, it did.
Look at him pulling the DM card,
huh.
changing things on the spot. Good, good.
This is usually when you want to leave such an item behind.
True. Okay, so I guess
this-
our path has been forged by Geth. Let's go to the mountains then.
Yeah. Let's go
Question
to the
is
mountains.
though, no, like wait, now if Geth has 1 day traveling and we use a translocator, how long do we have to wait for him?
Well, it's either waiting for him
Doesn't the
or trying to catch up
translocator
to him.
have multiple charges?
It does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so we should be able to use it again, right?
I'm surprised that he could travel without.
Sorry. Geth used a translocator to go to the mountains, so he's already at the mountain.
Yep.
He's not traveling on
Yes.
foot. Okay,
Yes.
okay, cool. Alright,
And
who is the
we
smartest one?
we got the. I mean, technically, we were fully prepared with our resources and everything for the mountains. So, really, I think we should go to the mountains.
Okay.
Alright.
You can't open a path to your destination, so it's not granted. No, I think you have to go with it.
If the DM says he did it, then he did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
What does
Alright.
what does it matter for a character who isn't here?
I mean, I get that you want to have internal logic, but sometimes you just gotta accept that,
Yeah.
Yep.
Not everything has to
I'm
be
already saying
logical.
I'm already saying yes. Can we please?
Yeah, let's go. Alright, so question is, who's going to be using the translocator?
Not me. I mean,
Not
Not
Draw-
wasn't it
not-
high
not
wisdom that
Drogmar.
you needed? You needed high wisdom, right?
Or intelligence.
high intelligence, I think.
Okay, I have high
Use it. I have
wisdom,
-2.
and I've seen the mountain where Foggy had Wait, did I? No, I didn't. I got the.
Well,
I got the vision described.
We describe you the vision.
also
yes.
also you're
Yeah.
you're from, the area, so you do know the mountains.
I'm more from the coast, I would say, but
Well, yeah, but you could see the mountains from where you are, though.
yeah.
The mountains are huge.
Yeah, I know that. I mean,
So
yeah, but I thought you meant like if I wanted to be like in the mountains, I needed a little bit
Yeah.
more, like
I mean,
But I know what snow looks like and
Yeah.
all that.
I mean, even Callista could probably do it too, since she.
yeah, she was even closer to the mountains from where she's from.
Mm-hmm. Though, is Kate back yet? Or she's still gone.
No.
Give me 10 minutes.
Her head is on fire. Needs 10 minutes.
Oh shoot.
I mean, 9 minutes.
You should. having your head on fire is not a great thing.
Especially in the middle of a
I
D&D
wonder
game,
if
right?
she's bleaching something.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That would explain that.
That is something I could guess if you hear my head is on fire. That sounds like someone's bleaching.
I've never
Yeah, that makes sense.
dyed my hair, so I don't know.
I've never bleached my hair except having a few highlights when I was 14, and that was professionally done. So
As you should do when you're 14, if I may add.
You mean your hair is naturally blonde, Cast?
Yes.
my hair is naturally getting white.
Yeah. Yes. My
How about
my
that?
VTuber avatar's hair is my color, exactly.
No, I thought it was.
No.
Me too.
No.
That would explain so many moments.
Wow.
So what color is your hair actually, Karst? I feel duped here.
I'm sorry, but spoilers. Spoilers, darling, spoilers. I'll tell you guys after the session.
It's some form of pedestrian brown.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after the
It's
session.
like
The answer may shock you.
Color be intrigued.
Also, apparently, someone in my chat said that their cat has been giving kittens, so they're shopping for little grand kittens right now.
Aw, can I send one to Germany? No,
Yeah.
just kidding. The only time I might get a new one is when my old one dies. As
Might?
Oh, stop
I don't
it.
know yet if I'm
Uh,
immediately gonna get one
Yeah.
after he dies, you know.
Same.
I have
It's
3 kittens for adoption, if anybody's
oh my
interested.
god! Why you have 3 kittens?
Wait, I'll send you a picture. They're very cute.
Baby animals are always
I
cute.
want a black one again. If I ever get one again, I'm gonna get a black one.
Which?
I've
Which?
only
hate
ever
orange.
had black ones.
Anyway, okay, so
I wouldn't want to
Plus,
be afraid to
adopt-
sit in my
Adopt
chair
more
because of
black
black
cats.
kitten.
Black cats have such a bad rep.
I
Black cats are the color that gets least adopted in shelters. So
really? Oh, that's a surprise.
go
Maybe it's-
out there for black cats.
Huh.
Maybe it's because, if you try to sit, you don't want to look down on your chair to find out if there is a black void still looking at you.
But like looking into the void and the void purrs back is the best thing ever.
Uh,
I agree, but I don't want to always check on my chair.
I will say, like, out of like
Get a
cat
white chair then.
cat stuff I've heard, like, I've only heard like bad things about orange cats, about them having 2 brain cells and both of them not thinking about the
No,
same
they
thing.
don't have any brain cell. They have collectively 1 brain cell and take turns
Oh, no.
among all the orange cats. That's the lore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
And sometimes, the orange cell passes by and they can't catch it, and then, it's gone for a while again until it's their turn again.
That's what I hear.
how
The
orange
silly
cats work.
boys.
Alright. So,
It's like a cast in a box.
alright. So,
Oh, on another note, while we wait for Kate,
okay.
everyone, you should watch the latest musical by Starcat Productions, Cinderella's Castle. It's amazing. It's so good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the best iteration of the Cinderella story by far. And I like looking at like old-timey stories like that and look at the various interpretations that have been made in media over the decades and centuries. Oh, and this is so good. It's so good. It's dark.
Hmm.
But there is so much internal, dark but also funny, and the music is great, and um, I love the internal logic at certain stages.
You know, apparently, according to the person who now has grandkittens, they said that their orange cat is perfectly fine, has a perfectly fine brain. It's just it's geared towards chaos and arson.
So the last night I would have sent some of the information about the Celestial War, and I would also request information back on that.
What are you requesting?
Because
But
I'm
it's
What are
curious.
you
not
requesting
even been a
information
night
from?
yet. It's like the middle of the day.
Yeah.
On the day
High
that we
priestess.
learned about this.
Who are you requesting this information from?
We're not traveling that day because we have to rest for spell slots.
What
I
spell
don't
slots
know.
did you spend?
I'd be.
I spent
The
quite a
High
few.
priestess.
Oh yeah, they did kind of.
Oh, yeah.
For to aggravate the thing.
Right. Uh-huh.
What?
No,
The
didn't you?
well, I know Foggy used like some of his senses and stuff to
Oh,
try
yeah.
to suss out the the
Yeah, I used
abomination.
those.
Yeah, and you used command and whatnot like various times.
Oh right, yeah, command.
I used command once.
Yeah,
No,
it's
mainly
fine.
Kita, but
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
it's fine. You don't need your slots. It's
so we
all-
have like an afternoon of free time. Are you saying?
sound like you're gonna get into a fight.
Not me. No, I wanna, if possible, sit down with Foggy's mother,
Oh, she's gone.
Misty, at some point. Oh right, they were gone. Right,
Yeah,
right.
they haven't
I
come
forgot.
back yet.
Ah, god damn it. I wanted to sit down with her and talk about the strange god I saw, but
Ooh.
What strange god?
that
What strange
blinded me.
god? Oh,
I know that's old history for you, but it kind of, occupies my mind every time I open my eyes and see darkness.
Darkness.
no, that's totally fine. I understand.
Yeah. Anyways, she seemed to have like a bit of an idea about it. So I'm actually gonna check out if there's like a local temple or like
Yeah.
something somewhere where I can do a little bit of research if possible to kind of see if there's somewhere like a collection of maybe knowledge that outsiders have brought in or history of the faith that we have with
Sure.
our dragons that apparently I'm the only type of dragon.
Looking at Barnaby. Ah!
Ah! I swear Barnaby would have surprised me more if I hadn't had that experience beforehand.
Oh, okay. By the way, I forgot. Who has Celeste? I think it's
You,
Yuki-san,
no?
right?
You
Oh, okay.
you tend to have her, no?
hmm
Damn it.
Celeste just kind of crawls
Why?
out from within your fluff.
Hmm,
She is made
Just asking.
she is nestled into your tails.
No.
She's got a little room in there now.
Are you making my tail into a bag of holding of sorts?
Maybe.
Bag of pet holding?
Well, you don't have long enough or bushy enough hair to store it in your hair, so your tail's the next best option.
Fair enough.
Every witch in the Bad Girl Coven has to have a storage space, of hair or tail or something. Alright, so So Casey, you wanted to track down the a temple. Did you want to look for the one specifically Misty went to?
I think that would be my start
Okay.
because she seemed to be familiar with it. Who knows, right?
Yeah. S- so kind of tracking it down. Uh, as you're kind of trying to get information on like temples and stuff, the first thing you kind of notice is that here in, at least in this city, in the capital here, from what you can tell, there are no temples to any of the prime deities here.
Huh.
Any of the sacred seven. They do have temples of worship, but they're more to broader aspects. Like
Okay.
temples like to nature, to life, and healing, and then there's some that call themselves the temples of truth.
Mm.
Where, if you kind of ask around and stuff, like, they're kind of more places that don't just worship a singular deity, but more of the what
The domains.
what domains different entities, you know, rule over or draw power from or like feed power into.
Mm.
Yeah. It seems like from what you can tell, the people here believe that there's truth and power in the whole, not just a being. Because even I guess even Foggy would know this as, there's like even like power in such things as like vengeance and anger and stuff. Those driving primal feelings, and there are some beings associated with said things. Sometimes things that people invoke the name of in such moments.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, chat says the best pocket is the booba pocket. You can hold the wallet, the phone, the
Yes.
snack pouch, and a cash bag.
What pocket?
The boob pocket.
Uber.
But that's only if you
What
have
if you don't have boobs to speak of?
exactly. That's only if you have the assets for it.
That's
Like,
when
I
you
don't
get
think I
fake
have enough
boobs.
assets.
That's when you get fake boobs, like big bra, and then you can stick it into the bra.
Then I'm sweaty. It's already a pain to. How do people like wearing bras? It's like, I don't have no boobs at all, but I have small boobs, I swear. And in summer, I'd rather, like, even under my work clothes, I'd rather just wear a bikini top, like a string bikini, rather than a bra. It's just so much more comfortable. I can't.
Aw.
It's not like one thing to wear bra, it's more like storage.
Yeah, but no. You know what I have? I have like this kind of belt thing with so it's not quite a fanny pack, it's more like a flat pouch at the side of my hip, you know? I use that instead of pockets. I don't know,
You should get
I
that.
have it back from my time in
Up.
my early 20s when I used to job at a supermarket.
I'll be right back, guys.
People used to wear that at work because you could store things like the small knife that you use to cut open cartons and stuff and so on in there. It's what I use these days instead of like putting things into oh, cat. I might have to let him out. He seems to be very awake. Baby. What is it? Come here. Okay, I'll be back too.
So, did he call it the Temple of Truth? Isa,
You're
do you
asking
remember?
me?
Yeah, you, because Kaz is
No.
gone.
Also, Masha is gone.
God damn it.
But yeah, Carl said the Temple of Truth.
Interesting. I don't like that name, to be fair.
I'm
That's
back.
very totalitarian name.
I'm back.
I'm
Hey,
back.
Cast. Why is it called Temple of Truth? Why is it such a totalitarian name? Are you a communist?
um, it's called such. If you guys check it out, I won't reveal anything unless you guys actually go check it out.
I don't want to butt in on Kisa's thing, so Kisa's thing. So
Okay.
Seriously, you're giving us a thread just before we go to the mountains.
if you guys want to check it out, you can.
I am back.
Okay, just yes or no. Is it worth it?
Probably not.
No.
Okay, cool.
I mean, so
Moving on. Moving on. That's all I need to hear.
So,
Mm.
but yeah, so, Kisa, what kind of temple would you want to try asking information from?
Then I guess I would want to talk to ask about at the temple of related more to life. Kind of that domain. You mentioned earlier specifically there was one life.
Yeah, there was. Okay.
Mainly because the whole scene and everything that happened back then very much reminded me of or makes me think of life and death and
Okay.
now, question for you, Kisa. Kida.
Mm.
I actually confused our names now.
Oh no.
Taking someone with you.
I'm not necessarily taking someone, but I'm not saying no.
Cool.
So if
Someone wants to come along.
so people want to follow.
And I'm not butting in.
Yeah, me neither. I'll let you do your thing.
Okay.
Hmm?
Like, it is more of like a personal curiosity more than anything,
Okay.
so.
So asking around, you do find your way to the Temple of Life, and as you kind of step in, you can kind of smell some of the soft kind of like floral fragrances they have in the air from burning incense. You can hear the soft kind of like hums coming from people here meditating. And as you kind of walk in, you hear kind of your footsteps echoing through the halls here, and you hear a gentleman's voice speak up to you. It's like, "Ah, greetings. What brings you to our temple on this fine day?"
No, I do have my owl on my back since I am
Oh, okay.
on my own and on my shoulder. I do have my owl on my shoulder, so.
Oh, jeez. Welcome back, Kate.
Welcome back, Kate. Did you rinse out your hair?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Okay.
Are you okay?
Or maybe she wasn't bleaching her hair then.
No, I have a migraine.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that kind of fire. Yikes.
All right. Well, we'll try to keep the loudness down then for
No.
you.
It's all good.
All right.
Get well soon.
That was mean-spirited. Please don't do that when someone has a headache.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I was far away from the microphone.
Oh, one sec.
That wasn't intentional.
Oh no, I just
Right,
realized I
anyways.
kicked you guys. You guys got kicked from Foundry. Just realized.
Oh, I was wondering what was going
Fast.
on.
Sorry.
Fast.
I got it fixed now. You guys should be able to reconnect. Sorry.
Carl.
I'm sorry. But anyway, so
Now I don't want to log in anymore.
oh,
No, it's fine.
Foggy will have to
I'll
log
log
back
back in
too.
as soon as it's not gray anymore.
What happened with Foggy?
You might have to log back in.
He
Okay,
died.
I'll wait.
Of pneumonia.
Of pneumonia.
Oh.
Sad.
Also, we'll have to keep our voices down for Kate. She has a migraine, so.
Talk
Okay.
gently.
But yes.
I can't talk anyway other than what I'm doing anyways, so.
So you go off on your own to ask questions where you have to talk. Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to fill the void in the afternoon while Kate was gone, okay? I was
okay.
trying my best here.
Alright. Well, here you are at the temple, and yeah.
I have water.
Yeah, this gentleman greets you and inquires into what brings you here.
I must say, I come from further away, far in the north.
Yeah.
I am a little bemused by the way you practice religion here. I'm a little bit curious to, I guess, the 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 history, the cultural reasons behind it. Is there a reason why you prefer to pray to concepts rather than the seven? Oh shit, my cat is screaming.
Oh no.
He'll find his way back upstairs.
Oh.
It's fine. Don't worry. Continue.
The gentleman kind of chuckles softly and kind of trying to cover his mouth to hide the laugh. Yes, I had a feeling you were not from around these parts. Most folk who live here in these desert lands tend not to be one so moist as yourself.
Moist.
Yes.
Moist.
Usually more of those who are built to survive the more harsh lands. But I also understand how our way of worship is probably different than what you are taught or grow up around in where you're from. The reason we pray to concepts, to the broader aspect of things, is because those such things are not just innate to one being. As I am so much alive, you could say the same about a tree. Life is life. And
But
therefore there is power in life. life runs through everything where things can live. Even the spirits, small ones, the most mundane of spirits, are alive in their own sense. May not have physical forms like we do, but they are alive. They have an energy to them. And that energy is within all of us as well.
I've always been taught that something very similar, however, that the Seven would granted us, say, life, for example, and thus whole domain over it. And because of their gift to us, we revere them.
That is understandable. But is there anyone who was there to see the Seven craft life, to make life? I know some say that the work of the Seven is an unseen hand that touches upon the world. But there are also those of us here who wonder who gave life to the Seven. Did they just spring into existence on their own, like they sprung us into existence, supposedly? Is every life that blesses a family, every child, is that something done by the hand of the Seven? Or what if, unfortunately, a child is lost before it is born? Is that the work of the Seven as well? There are many cases of uncertainty or discrepancy that made a lot of us here uncertain in just believing that the Seven do it all by themselves, and not that life itself found a way to live on its own. It could be that the Seven did start life here in our world and across these lands, but I believe that life has taken on a life of its own. It now runs as its own thing, living, dying by no structure, no command.
And you don't believe that the Seven still don't watch over their creation? Even if they don't guide it, they safeguard it.
It's possible they do, but if they... Let me ask you this. For all the terrible things that happen still, if they are truly omnipotent and see all and can do all, why is there so much unnecessary death that happens? Accidents, killings, sickness. If someone is praying to the dragon of life, would she not come and heal those who cry out in pain as they're sick in bed and dying? But they do not. But there are those of us who've learned to channel the power of life itself, the life in us and the life around us, to heal those. Now, some could say that is Raishen working through those people. It could be. But I do not want to take away the prospect of a person's free will and choosing to use the power they've harnessed for their own choices.
It is an interesting point of view that you have.
I'm not trying to discount that the Seven exist. Looking around at everything, it's clear to see that this here is the work of something grand. But to think that they control everything all the time, doesn't that sound exhausting? Even for an immortal being such as a god, there'd be so much to take care of.
I mean, that's true, but
Think of it like
I guess we cannot fathom the way a god would perceive this world. I have a little bit of a different question in that regard.
of course.
I travel with some outsiders.
Outsiders
At
from
least one of them.
the desert lands?
No, from beyond the sea.
You kind of through your owl's eyes, you see this man's eyes kind of widen as he kind of runs up
Have
to
you-
you and just kind of covers your mouth. Like, shh, shh, shh. Are they still here?
Well, kind of, yeah. Not here in the temple, but in the city, yes. We are leaving tomorrow.
And you're certain they said they are from beyond the wall?
Yes.
Did they bring proof?
I have never seen it, for I joined them fairly recently. However, I do trust their word and that of my other companions who have seen them. Plus, the things they speak of sometimes are just so strange.
And they are not lying.
Out of
Clearly
character,
sounds foreign. Yes?
you actually have seen some proof. For example, the dragon deity pendants.
Oh yeah, that's true. I know what specifically happened after I woke up in the room after I lost my sight. We kind of retconned some of that, so I tend to kind of just ignore that entire bit. So I don't know if you guys showed me the box with the things
did.
inside and everything. Okay,
I think that
Yeah.
was even earlier before you actually lost sight.
maybe. Then I have seen proof myself. Apparently, it was part
This-
of the show.
Then this. Oh, this. You see the gentleman kind of looking very kind of befuddled right now and wondering what to say. This is a very grand bit of information. It means that the world as a whole still exists.
Shouldn't?
Well, according to some ancient texts that we have here in the city, according to what was written, there was an event, something that caused all the sky across the land darken. And it was on that day that the walls of water were called forth. And they say that the skies stayed dark for many a century. This caused a huge shortage in crops. There was a large famine that hit the land. And because of it, many starved. It's about
So whatever happened was the cause of the wall and our isolation?
Potentially, yes. People. I don't know much more. If you want to know more, you'll have to seek out the Temples of Truth. They are the ones who safeguard these texts. I only know what I know because of a friend who is a head practitioner there in the temple.
I will, thank you, because there's something very curious to me. Not just regarding the outsiders, but
Listen, you must be very careful when delving into the outside.
I know. There's something that stops my companion from speaking too much.
Exactly. I don't know who or what, but something or someone does not want us to know, to leave. It seems whoever forces they seem to be okay with us sharing information amongst minute groups, 1-2 people at most. But from what I've seen, as soon as you try to share with more people, that's when you draw their ire.
Here, I never realized that particular aspect.
Yeah.
But it makes sense now.
I have seen some foolish youths struck down by a light from the sky. Their bodies emulated in a second, leaving behind a charred, blackened glass corpse.
I give a bit of a shudder in horror.
So whatever you do, be very careful. And
I will.
And if your friends, these companions you travel with, if they are truly from the outside, then they could be a threat to the order here. If they have not been struck down yet, then it must be because that's whoever strikes down those trying to share truth. They must not view them as a threat right now. But I'm sure there are eyes upon them.
I will let them know.
Alright. Well. May your life burn bright and burn long.
And yours as well.
Safe travels to you and your friends.
Thank you again for the wisdom you shared with me. I give a bit of a respectful bow and
He
leave.
he returns it.
No, I do want to check out the Temple of Truth.
Okay.
I know curiosity kills the cat, but or blinds them, but you can't give me this information and then not expect me to dig deeper.
Yeah. Question is,
Fuck you, cars.
question is, do you want to gather your friends? Because
No,
you might be you might.
I've just been told that it's dangerous to share information between people more than one or two, and you asked me if I want to gather the group. Are you insane?
Maybe.
Oh shit.
Out of character, can I remind you of one more thing?
Mm.
There was a
Oh.
moment when Kev was sharing some information once about the gods, about being outsider and stuff, and he was almost struck with a lightning,
I know.
and he was saved by Celeste,
Ah, yeah.
who
There's that.
shielded him.
There's that. Still don't want to risk it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a talk with Max when he is back. But in the immediate moment, I feel like I'm gonna talk with as few people as possible as at once, in order to not fuck shit up.
Okay. All right. So, you go
It's
seek
like
out.
you don't need protection if you're not provoking things.
See, the only outsiders we really had left was Nyantaro and Geth.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, right now it's just
Fair enough.
Nyantaro.
yeah.
At least traveling amongst your group. Who knows how many others?
Yeah,
who,
yeah.
who knows how many others survived the shipwreck?
Like Kisa herself only has met Nyantaro and Geth, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And especially Geth sometimes has told the strangest stories, so yeah. I believe that he's not from these lands.
Yeah. All right. So, as you head out to seek out the Temple of Truth, how long can you keep your owl up?
4 hours.
4 hours. Okay. I'll say
Yeah.
you're probably about halfway through your time as you
Okay.
find the temple.
I mean, I can resummon her again.
I know.
I'll just be through my wild shapes until I take a short rest, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But you find the Temple of Truth. What you see is, there's like iconography of like open scrolls.
I say
and
her, but
books.
it's Albert.
Albert.
It's a him.
Yeah, him. But yeah, as you enter the Temple of Truth, you see they got like behind glass these ancient scrolls and books that are kind of like propped open. And they have like, for like the books, they got like these little mechanisms attached to the cases that will let you like carefully, gently flip pages amongst these books. And they got like ladders so you can climb up and read some of the upper parts of scrolls.
I should have asked the other priest for their name. So I can find their friend. Oh well. I'm just gonna walk up to one of the more important looking people.
Okay. You walk up and you find, judged by the way they're dressed, in kind of more prominent looking robes and attire than some of the others here. You see this kind of older Leonin gentleman who kind of hears you approach, turns and greets you. Oh, welcome. What brings you to the Temple of Truth on this fine day?
My greetings. I am one of the recent visitors in town. I'm not from these lands.
Obviously.
Is it really that obvious just because I'm moist?
Well, it's more like water genasi do not tend to enjoy the more dry climate here. Mostly what we have here are, for those that wish to stay in these harsh lands, are fire and earth genasi, and the occasional air.
I mean, I can understand that. I don't know who enjoys desert weather, anyways. Aside from the clear sky is beautiful. Anyways, I was just at the Temple of Life. Spoke with priest there. We had an interesting conversation. And he shared with me there is a friend here that told him about some delicate matters regarding the outside.
I see.
Beyond the wall.
You see this kind of Leon gentleman kind of like stroking his the mane underneath his chin as he kind of ponders for a second. And he told you to seek us out then, I'm guessing.
Well, I have company that is kind of relevant to that conversation, and well, yes, he told me you have scriptures that you take care of the scriptures that might hold information regarding that. Yes.
What sort of relevant information?
So, it seems that you have come across scriptures that told of the time when Wall was created and how horrible that time was back then. He was surprised when I told him that I am traveling in the company of someone from the outside. From beyond the sea.
So, the time has come then. Just as they said it would.
Who? Who said?
Come. He kind of looks around. Are your friends with you?
No. I have found talking with many people about this topic is dangerous, so I thought I'd keep the crowd to a minimum.
It can be. Fetch your friends, and then we will talk the truth.
All right.
How long
Looking a
would it take
bit bewildered.
How long would it take you to fetch them?
I don't think very long at all.
You have one. You
I
have
can
1 hour.
send my friend 1 hour. Okay.
You must hurry.
I will. And okay.
Okay.
He says I need to hurry, so I'm hurrying off. Confused, but hurrying off. Kind of back to where everyone was, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Are we still? Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that.
Whoopsie.
I'm just the person that clicks on things while they are thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find the group as quickly as possible.
Okay. Do you have Albert kind of scout from the air for you, or?
I need to keep him on the shoulder, otherwise I run into things.
We're back home, aren't we?
He can look for people and, be my eyes so I don't run into shit. That works when I'm standing still on the battlefield and I need to have like an overview of shit, but it doesn't work when I'm moving.
Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Where would the rest of you be right now?
I thought we were back home, no?
You went back home?
Yeah, probably.
To rest and relax.
Yeah. What else is there to
Oh
do?
god.
Yeah, you gotta get those spell slots back, you know.
I would have a serious conversation with Ginkgo.
Okay.
Hey, Ginkgo,
Yeah.
you've probably noticed that we have some attrition, that people sometimes, just leave and do things otherwise, and even your big protector actually went away now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, actually.
I've gotten used to people coming and going in my life, just like my parents.
Well, now that we've helped this, kingdom and the city, and we have some possibly favor to call, I thought that maybe you would want to settle.
She's kind
That you
of
would want to
she's kind of looks
find
at looks at
a
you.
stable family.
You just want to get rid of me again, don't you?
No,
You promised
it was
you
just...
promised you wouldn't do that anymore.
I did?
He
Yes.
kind of did, yeah.
Okay, then never mind. Back in the thing.
Ginkgo just looks
Look,
sad.
I
It's
have to...
like it just kind of like clings on. She's like, "Why don't you want me?"
Nope, never happened.
Am I not good? I promise I'll be good.
Didn't happen. Please, let's backtrack this.
Ah!
I don't know what to do with this.
Child tears all everywhere.
Guys, don't do this to me.
You did this to yourself.
You uncorked this bottle.
I want what's best for her, and I think that, not dragging her through adventures all over the world is better for her.
But how will she learn to
Having a
control
stable
her
education, having
unfathomable
a stable
power?
people. That's what I think. But alright. Get that. As I said, let's please roll that
Okay.
back, please.
Rolling back, rolling back.
I don't know, just chilling, I guess.
I mean,
Ginkgo
all
just-
of us would
Ginkgo
be
just-
against it anyways, but
Ingo just hugging you. He's like, "I love you, hero. You're my hero."
Hi.
I can't laugh properly. My throat doesn't allow me. I'm just wheezing.
All right. So you guys are just kind of like chilling and relaxing, keeping out of the sun. Kisa comes walking into Foggy's home, looking a little bit exasperated from probably power walking, because time is of the essence.
Yeah. I'm like jogging. I'm just power walking. I'm jogging.
Kisa's looking extra moist with sweat.
Well, don't you look glistening today? What?
I'm making a face at her. Um,
I was trying to
What?
be. Okay.
where is everyone?
You want some food? I'm cooking.
C- can it wait? I need everyone. Where is Nyantaro?
Cat napping on some pillows.
I poke him. I shake him awake. Nyantaro, everyone needs to come with. I've just been told something really weird, and I've been told to get you, so you can all hear this.
Wash your hands. Dinner's gonna be ready in 5.
Foggy, can you leave it like on lukewarm so it doesn't get cold?
What? Why? What happened?
We need to go to the Temple of Truth real quick.
Well, I made soup.
Well, we can always warm it back up.
That's true. Okay.
Let's-
Why do we need to go to the church? I need to.
Well,
What?
well, I was trying to find out some shit that there have been a few things have been in my mind, and then I ended up there, and the guy said something about something's been foretold, and I need to get you. Specifically, I think Nyantaro also, because it's kind of about people from you know where. It's a shame Geth
see.
is gone.
Okay, good thing I didn't start with the croutons. Because otherwise, the whole thing would be ruined. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Nyantaro, are you awake?
Yeah.
Right. Good enough. And where is Callista? Is she out
She was helping me
sand
with the
gliding
soup.
again?
She was helping me with the soup. She was chopping vegetables.
Is Kate
Okay.
alive?
I don't know. Kate, are you alive? Do you want to rest? You can go rest. You don't have to stick around. I mean, it seems important lore drop is happening.
She's
but-
actually muted. She doesn't even hear you.
Oh yeah.
She
Headphones are also
she's deafened.
deafened. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess if she wants to, she can catch the VOD later.
Yeah.
I guess just kind of let her know like it's an hour 29 minutes in. If she wants to pick back up on this. At a later date.
My throat.
Okay.
Why did I do this, Cars? Why did you let me do this?
I'm
just ruining my throat for lore now.
sorry.
You know I'm a curious bitch.
I know.
God damn it.
You gotta learn. How will you learn without
What
pain?
happened?
Oh, hey, Kate.
Callista, come on. We all gotta jog to the temple. He only gave me an hour. I don't know why.
What?
I'll explain on the way. And I drag everyone out with me. Speed walking back to the temple. How much
Okay,
time
but-
has passed?
But we're gonna eat the soup. We're not going to a restaurant afterwards, eh? Me and Kalista,
And
we're not
can-
cooking for nothing all day for you to eat
we
sandwiches.
we're gonna eat the soup. We can talk about whatever we're gonna learn
Okay, yes.
later over the soup. Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Kalista, we're cooking for 2 hours, eh? We gonna eat that
I
food.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I was asking. It's been on my mind. You know the things people believe where Nyantaro is from, and I was trying to do a little bit light research, and apparently there's been something foretold, and I've been told to get all of you because I think especially Nyantaro's presence is important. Although the other guy told me that it's dangerous to have people, more than one person kind of talking about this kind of stuff, which is I think why Geth and Nyantaro have been like smitten, smited in the past.
Got
Not
smoted.
only them.
So I don't know if this is safe getting all of us, but let's see.
Oh,
I
don't
mean,
worry.
if it's a church, we're probably safe. You know.
It's a temple,
It's a temple,
Don't
yeah. It's my
worry.
mom, priestess.
but
We should be okay.
We've evaded a few of those before.
I mean, I do have diamonds, so if anyone croaks, like I can get them back. But I'd rather not. That's that's beside the point. Anyways, let's go.
Nobody will
Everybody-
attack us in a temple. Don't worry.
Uh,
I-
I'm not gonna explain the divine punishment that like at least 3 people in our party have been subject to at this point.
mhm. Divine
So temples aren't
judgment.
really the safest places. Anyways, back to the temple we go.
Okay. So, as you guys,
And just when we arrive, I'm gonna actually do the resummoning Albert because kind of feels
Fine, you
too
got-
important for him to kind of like puff out of existence in the middle.
poof. All right.
Yeah, I'm just refreshing the poof.
Poof. All right. So, as you kind of haul everyone off to the Temple of Truth here in Starjewel City, yeah, you guys see the temple here, adorned with iconography of books and scrolls and like written word across like the walls. As you enter into the halls here, you see kind of like written across the inner walls here is like their doctrine is that the spoken word should always be true, always be candid in what you say. Lies and deceptions only serve to harm and hurt. This place probably burns Kita as she walks inside.
Hey,
So, question:
Sorry. Yes.
a dirty pool.
Is this place like an actual official church, or is it like a cult that we're entering in? I'm asking as a
Official quote if you're in one of the other 7 kingdoms, no, they would not recognize this place. But here in your homelands, temples like these that are temples of worship
This is
to
what you grew up
Uh,
with.
to
Foggy.
broader
let,
aspects.
let me rephrase it. What would my mom think of this place as a priestess?
she'd be fine with it. Though your mother kind of more followed the doctrine of the temples of life, as she was a healer.
Yeah, that's where I went first.
You know,
Okay,
But the
yeah, but
guy
this is
there
also-
was
this
friends
is-
with the guy here, so they're
So this is
cool.
also an acceptable dogma. And
yeah,
well,
she has nothing against these temples here, you know.
Okay, cool.
She
Cool.
your mother would be someone like everyone walks a different path in life, and draws different conclusions to the path they want to walk. She found her path
You're so
along
eloquent.
upon the path of the temples of life, and wanting to care for life. Your mother was a caregiver at heart. So,
You're so eloquent, Karst.
thank you.
Please talk of her in the presence,
Right,
not in
sorry.
past tense.
Well,
Kind of sounds like she died.
I mean, she's gone. You don't know what happened to her. You know, she's off with Foggy's daddy.
Still
you know.
sounds like she's
Yeah, but
gone.
they're coming back. They got an
Of course, they're coming back. Nothing happened on the river at
this
all.
motherfucker. She's 20th level, we said.
Kaz is trying to make Foggy's background angst-ridden now.
Hey, it's his fault for taking levels in Rogue. He needs to have dead parents. It's part of it's part of the deal with being a rogue.
Nobody told me that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
The thing is,
No.
the thing is that it's still called Church of Truth, which gives me a lot of
Temple of Truth.
this communist vibe of Ministry of Truth,
No.
Ministry of some, like that.
No, not
Police of Truth.
they don't they
that
don't
kind of.
they don't police anyone here. Yeah, no. It's more
I think it's more like these other people that are also very respective of justice, or specifically like take care of the justice system, take care that history records are maintained
yeah.
properly, etc.
They believe it absolutely in truth. That no matter what, be it, harmful or helpful, you should be truthful and candid with what you say. And that, history should be as is and not written by the winner, even if it is a dark truth. At least that's what Foggy would know since he's from here. But yeah, so as you guys are hauled along to the temple here, and you enter in, Kisa, you look around for that older Leonin gentleman that you met here, but you don't see him.
Are there any like hallways he could have disappeared down?
Oh yeah, there's a few here. You also see there are other temple.
I should have asked him for his name. Part 2.
Yeah.
Boogaloo.
There are other temple curators here if you want to talk to them though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to one and say like, excuse me.
Oh yes, hello.
I was here just earlier, and there was this elder priest here.
Oh yes.
He wore he wore different robes. I'm trying to describe him.
Lonin.
What?
Yes, you're talking about the head curator.
Yes.
Yes, 1 second. I will inquire to see where he is. And so you kind of wander off.
He leisurely wandering off.
Yeah, just, kind of like at a modest pace,
Step on it. I wait precisely 5 minutes. If he doesn't come back in that time, I'm gonna decide. I'm precisely waiting 2 minutes.
All right.
I'm
After a couple minutes,
inquire
the person does come back. Say, yes. As they are coming back, they look a little bit more like hurrying along to find you. Yes. I've located the head curator. He's waiting for you. I will show you down to him. Please follow me.
Thank you. I wave the others to come with me. Kind of. It's very strange. Kisa is usually someone who kind of keeps her poise and like outward calmness,
Mhm.
but she seems a little bit like she's sitting on an anthill. Kind of. Mm,
As so, if you follow this person, they will guide you to through the hallways of this temple here to a back hallway that leads to a large descending staircase. As they head down, they gesture for you to follow behind them. You guys head down about good 30 to 40 steps until you reach this kind of like darkened tunnel that's dimly lit by like just flickering torchlight. As you guys head through this new hallway here, you come to a basically a very thick locked metal door. Well, currently not locked, as you see the lock is kind of hanging loose. Well, no, sorry, no, wouldn't be padlock. Sorry, no, it'd just be a bolt. Yeah, but the person opens up the door though, and you see there's a large square room in here. And in the center, you see this very kind of like about feeling about half the space of the room. In the dead center of this room here is this blackened cube. And you see there are the gentleman that you talked to, Kisa, the older Leonin gentleman, as well as 4 other curators here who are sitting on the floor with these books open in front of them, and they're chanting and reciting spell incantations.
Do I get a sense that what they're chanting and creating, weaving in the spell, is dangerous to us?
Roll me an Arcana check.
What language are they talking? Are they chat?
They're speaking in just spell incantations. An 11.
so Latin.
Yeah. Dominus Spiritus. With an 11. You're unsure if it's
I
harmful
tell?
to you. You can roll an Arcana check to see if you can tell, Kisa.
You can sense, by the way, Kisa, that Kida next to you is literally tensing up, and flight is taking fight or flight instinct is taking over.
Mm. I mean, I think I'm tensing up too when I come into the room. Like, what the shit did I just walk into?
So
Into
it's
my
not
presence?
celestial.
It's not like a spoken language, as is just a spell language. I guess the best like the spells. I guess spells.
It's ancient draconic. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, this is kind of like, very. What would they be? The spell language be based off of here? Because spell language can derive from different languages.
I like to think
technically,
anything druidic is from primordial.
Actually, technically, this would be a language that Kida would understand. Now that I think about it, where these spells are derived from that they're using, yeah. It's more like very ancient, but you know how like a language can deviate and change over generations and stuff. It's kind of like that. What they're speaking here is a mixture of like ancient Sylvan and Kitsune that they're weaving in here. At least for a couple of these people who are incanting. But yeah, as for your 19 Arcana check though, Kisa, what you can tell and sense is that the spells that are weaving here aren't harmful. They are protective.
Okay, then I relax. Then I relax.
Do you let Kita know?
It's fine. It's fine.
I think I would be perceptive enough to notice. I hope with 15,
15? Yeah, yeah,
15.
a 15 passive.
passive 15, yeah.
Because as some of the spells are as they finish,
I only see an 11.
you see kind of like runes light up on this blackened cube, and across the domed ceiling of this room. You just see like these runes light up across them as these spells are placed and take hold.
I have to ask for this. I would like to do a sniff check.
A sniff check? Okay.
Check.
You know why?
It's the smell in here is very faint, as if but there is it's like someone was here a while ago. Their magical presence, what you can smell, is kind of strewn across this place.
So none of them are actually mystic foxes right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
cool.
no, but your people were here though. At least you can pick up like 3 different scents of your people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
How
very,
long back do
it's
your
very
sniff
faded.
checks go?
It depends on how
Decades?
It depends how strongly, and how long someone was here.
It's
Hmm.
like
Can they last like decades?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
especially in sealed rooms.
Okay.
But yeah, as the Leon and the head curator here hears you guys all come in. He's like, "Oh, you've arrived. Excellent timing. My fellow curators here are just finishing up the protective spells. Once they are finished,
I have to ask,
Oh.
why are they using a mixture of 2 languages?
it's because of where the spells derive from. These spells were documented and penned by, well, those who came before me. I do not know who wrote them personally, just that they were fellow seekers of truth. And they knew that, well, I can speak more of it once we are inside. He kind of stepped forward and kind of pulled out his hand. Oh, by the way, my name is Leon. It is nice to meet you.
Melonian called Leon. Nice to meet you.
He kind of holds out his hand to kind of shake all of yours. So, once the last curator here is done kind of reading their incantations, they close their books and stand up. It's like, head curator, we have finished. The room is ready for whenever you are. Excellent. Good. Well then, if you all follow me. He kind of heads over and grabs the handle of this door and just kind of slides it open. You can hear like the metal kind of scraping a bit as the metal wheels inside the slotted area kind of spin and rotate. Inside, you see the kind of a well lit room that has kind of like a bluish glow to it, by being lit by these kind of glowing gems. And inside, you see there's a round table with about 10 or so seats.
So tell me, Leon, what is this about?
Inside first. He kind of steps in, and kind of kind of gestures for you all to come in and take a seat.
I come in and take a seat.
Okay.
Oh god, my throat. Shit.
Hmm. I feel like. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do enhance ability
Okay.
on third level for me and Kesa. On intelligence.
Okay.
Or maybe wisdom is better. No, intelligence.
Depends what skill checks you want to buff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Wisdom would be for insight.
Investigation could be. Yeah.
So.
I have bonuses to the passives of those. So there's that.
But
So
intelligence would be
my
history,
general
so it could help.
understanding is good anyways.
Yeah.
Well, let's do intelligence just in case. Maybe it will be helpful.
Okay.
As Arcana, History, Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, history might help. Investigation is good.
Okay.
Because
Nature.
my passive is nice to that.
Oh,
But
I
I
see.
feel
Advantage
I
on those.
feel insight is gonna play a role in that.
yeah, I have good insight by default.
True. You have
Plus
high. You have high
My
insights.
insight. Yeah, I'm 20 wisdom now, so
Yeah. All right. Yeah. As soon as all you guys enter, Leon here will close the door, and he kind of like as soon as he pulls it shut, he lowers down this kind of like bar across the door. As he does, you watch all these runes inside the room light up. It's like, all right, it is safe to speak now. Nothing.
I have to ask. Do I recognize any of the runes?
Yeah, you do. They are basically similar to some of the protection and hiding runes that your people use to keep themselves from the view of people. Hide them in plain sight.
Okay.
I just saw I have one more divine sense left. I'm gonna use it
Okay.
as he closes the doors.
All right. What's your divine sense do again?
oh,
Okay, the presence of strong evil. You know the type celestial, fiend, or undead of any being present to your sense by identifying. Okay,
Let me see here.
let me post it actually.
Yeah, just post it. Thank you. Okay. Presence of strong evil registers. It's a noxious odor. All right. You get a faint foul odor. Like someone farted.
yeah.
So there is something.
Okay.
There is something evil here, but not like strong evil.
Do I get a ping on it? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Or
It's coming from one of your friends.
which one?
It's coming from the direction of Kita.
What the fuck?
So is it fiend, celestial, undead? Is it what is it?
Oh no, it's not nothing like that. It's just you sense a fart worth amount of evil coming from her.
Okay. All right. I'm
That
gonna
makes
make a note
sense.
of. I'm gonna make a note of that, and Continue
gonna be the
living my
soul
life.
gem. It's gonna be the soul gem. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah. It's totally nothing to do with your stellar character.
What?
Nothing to worry about now.
Yeah.
Come on.
What's
Yeah.
the card?
Character.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
course not.
Totally nothing to do with her character.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as the room comes to light with all these rooms, Leon goes and takes a seat as he fishes out from it within his robe. This hard-covered book, it looks like from the sides it kind of looks like someone's journal, and you can tell like the edges and the cover and the pages themselves are weathered, by time. This journal has seen a lot, but is still held together even after all this time. As he will sit down, as he kind of like places the book on the table here, it's like, this here is the chronicle of a person who came to these lands long ago. This is from what we've been able to ascertain, is that this book is from the time that the walls were risen. Are you sure you want to know this?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
If you do not wish to remember any of this after, one of my curators can expunge your memory of the last hour. If you're okay with
This is
that.
a lot of measures to show us some dusty books.
This book here, the knowledge it contains, if those above knew that you knew it, could put you on a list or put you in their sights. That's why we do this here, in this room where it is protected, where it is hidden from their vision. So,
That sounds like someone has a fragile ego. Do tell us more.
I'm looking at all the others like, the fuck we're doing here?
have you already...
I don't know. But it's a secret. I like secrets.
Just final warning though, if you wish to leave now, you may. But once I start, you cannot leave.
I love how we're subjecting Nantero to this without any protest from his side.
Oh, he's already in some. He's already in the crosshairs. He's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That we all are in crosshairs of the gods already, and especially, thanks to us hunting down the goddess, the Kiyoshi.
True. All right.
So
I wasn't involved in that, so.
You are.
You are now
Yeah,
by
I guess
association.
kind of, yeah.
Guilty by association.
Not to mention that.
Oh, that's
mention
a
that-
wonderful song from the 80s. I'll share it.
Not to mention that you got blinded by one of the gods. You think that you're not in their sight?
Well,
I
sight.
know. Yes, I had that same thought. But
All right.
Out
So
of character. This is out of character.
yes. What's that? What were we gonna say?
no, I think what she just said
Oh, what
was
she
out
just.
of
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, If none of you guys object or leave, Leon he pushes the book towards the center of the table. And as he does, you see these 3 layers of arcane sigils and circles begin to light up and overlap and envelop one another. And they begin to rise from the table itself and create like an interwoven dome of energy around the book. As you see the book begin to open up by itself, the pages flipping, and you watch as a projection is cast across the entire room you're in. And you hear a voice speaking through the room. Journal entry. Day. What was it again? Day 37. Me and the crew have sailed far. We don't know what happened. There was this loud crack of thunder. It sounded like the earth was splitting. The seas became tumultuous, waves higher than anything I've ever seen on the open seas. The skies darkened, and it seemed like fire was raining from the sky in the distance. My crew and I don't know what's going on, but some of them want to head home, but I protest. We don't have enough provisions to make it back at this point. We have to push on and hopefully find land soon. And hopefully restock there and then try to make it back home. I know a lot of them have families back home and are worried about them, but we won't do them any good if we starve to death. You see the pages flip as the scene begins to change. You guys are on the boat here. As you can see, it's basically kind of giving you like an illusionary description of like the area you're in where these journal entries were documented. You guys can hear the sounds of everything, smell the air, the salty air. You can almost feel the swaying of the ship. Though you see like some of the faces of the crew members are kind of blurred and obscured, as if like kind of faded with time. As the pages kind of flip, you get to another one. So, journal entry, day 52. We've made landfall. We don't know what this place is, but it seems it's inhabited by people. They kind of speak a odd form of language. Luckily, we have a very skilled linguist among us who's been very quick to help us make a good rapport with the natives here. They're very friendly. Been very kind to us and have offered us shelter and sustenance as we get repairs done on our ship and find a way to restock our reserves of food. We've set about trying to learn what we can in the short time we're going to be here before we head out. The skies have not improved. Those dark clouds we saw in the distance back home have begun to spread, almost as if they're chasing us, following us. I'm guessing it's probably be about 2 weeks before they stretch across the land here. I have no idea what's going on back home, but this is definitely not normal or natural. Occasionally I could still hear off in the distance the sounds of cracking thunder. It almost sounds like metal clashing and roars of something monstrous. As the pages flip, you see you're now kind of in a landscape now. Looks like you're in kind of like outside someone's home. You see there are a bunch of people who are standing out there looking and pointing towards the sky. And you hear this kind of cacophonous chorus of loud draconic roars as you hear the narration from the author of this journal. Day 64. I have no idea what the hell's going on here. All of a sudden there was an outburst of roars like dragons. Hundreds of dragons piercing through the air, and I rushed out to see what was happening. And that's when I saw it off in the distance. The sea rising. I thought it was a tsunami at first. That was gonna crash down on top of us. I thought I was dead. I thought we all were. But then I realized that the water wasn't moving closer, but higher and higher. It reached up to heights I've never seen anything reach before, not even birds. And it just stood there, not moving. A constant, just upward current of water, like a wall. Though, I could swear though as I stared at it, I swore I saw 7 beads of light shooting across the upper echelons of the wall there, before parting off into the sky. You see the book then flip again. Day 175. This has been our 10th attempt to try to find a way through this ocean wall, and has failed again.
How many attempts?
10th.
How many attempts, sorry?
10th
10th.
attempt. We've... no matter what we do, it seems there's no soft spot, no way to breach through. The upward current is too fierce. We've even had some of our magic casters trying to blast holes through it, try to form barriers to part the water. The barriers are just break after a minute, and it seems that the thickness of the wall extends much farther than what we could get in a minute. The skies are still dark. The sound of that cracking is still echoing in the distance. I could swear sometimes as we approached this wall of ocean water, I heard something on the other side. Screeching, howling, gnashing at the wall, and screaming. Before it went eerily quiet. I'm not sure how I'm gonna tell my crew this, but I fear that we might not be going home. The pages flip again. This time going by multiple entries. Day 417. I don't think crew's spirits are going to be able to be kept up any longer. One of our most gifted in the arcane tried to... Poor bastard, he tried to teleport himself out of here. We took him as close to the wall as we could, and as he tried to complete his spell, he vanished for a moment, but then was returned to the ship. His body was racked with these strange markings, as if like claw marks or teeth marks across him, but no bleeding wounds, though. It was as if like something seared him in a way. It seems whatever has erected this wall has made sure that no one could leave, or maybe even get in by any means necessary. At least by any current means that we know of. The pages flip through again. This time the scenery is much different. You see you're now in more of a kind of a city area. Judging by the buildings you see more large, kind of like structures, like where kind of like what you saw in the the city where like the Empress lived, but much older in design and structure. Day 789. I bring good news on this entry. My child was born today. He came out screaming. What a pair of lungs he had on him. My wife
What
is
day was it?
789.
780.
My wife is doing well.
Thank you.
She's the healers tended to her, and she's remained healthy and strong still, just as our son. The skies outside are still darkened, though. I was hoping for maybe a little bit of sunlight on the day of my son's birth, but it seems like that was wishful thinking. I've heard reports that this year's yield of crops is going to be worse than last. The constant darkness and lack of direct sun is starting to affect the plant life here. I'd spoke with my wife about this. Now that our son is born, we might want to consider moving towards the sea. I can take a job as a fisherman. I know how to sail, so I'd be good on a boat, and I can help hunt and track down fish, and hopefully bring home some of what I catch, so to feed us. But I'm unsure how long the fish will last for, as more and more people will grow desperate for food. Fish and other life that can grow without needing plant life will become a very high commodity. The pages flip again. Day 1100 and... what was it? I think I was in the 20s. I'm starting to lose track of this. It's not good. My son is up and walking, and even starting to form words more coherently. Life has gotten a lot harder for the people here in this land. A A lot of them are praying to their deities here. The group they call the Sacred Seven. Kind of reminds me of the religious folk back home praying to the Grand Five. Wonder how they would feel knowing that the people here have two more than them. Well, I've seen iconography of these Sacred Seven. They are apparently dragons, but they don't have any wings or look anything like the dragons we had back home. I wonder if it's like a evolutionary development. For some reason they didn't grow wings, or I don't know. One of my shipmates was better at that kind of stuff than I was, but I haven't heard from him for a while. I hope he's doing okay. Luckily, fishing is still going fairly well, though I've started to notice from some of the other ships, their hulls have been getting slightly smaller almost every other time. I told him we need to start spreading out and fishing in different areas. Try to give the fish a chance to recover. But those fools don't want to listen to me. I'm still labeled as an outsider, a foreigner to these lands, and they think I don't know any better. Fishing is fishing no matter where you go. These fools. As the pages flip again. Journal entry. Oh, fuck it. What does it matter? Today has been a very, very terrible day. The skies have grown worse. I've seen red lightning streaking across through the darkness of the clouds. I can smell sulfur in the air. I'm only taking a guess here, but I feel like something hellish has been unleashed, and probably was all this time. That's probably what we saw and heard coming from the direction of our homeland. Is my homeland even there anymore? Is my family and friends I left behind alive, or has whatever happened taken their life? I don't know. I guess in some decent news, though it brings with it some burdens as well. My wife and I are expecting a second kid. I don't know how I'm going to be able to feed another mouth, but I gotta find a way. As the pages begin to flip more and more, almost towards near the end of the book. Dear Journal, this will probably be my last entry. I have been here for 2 decades now. Things in this land have grown very tumultuous, to say the least. There's been a large, sweeping famine. I've heard of many smaller villages inland going hungry, people starving. It seems like moving my family out to the coast has at least staved off us succumbing to that for now. lucky to survive these few decades. But even now, the amount of fish that we're hauling up is barely enough to feed a few families. I've had to resort to stealing what I could, sneaking away parts of the hauls we've taken in instead of selling it off. Right now we need food more than we need money. My son, he wants to help, but I don't want him having to dirty his hands like this. He's a bright kid. Brighter than I. And for some unknown reason, he's actually been gifted with understanding the arcane. It kind of reminds me of my cousin back home. Has similar talent for it. My daughter, on the other hand, she's a wild one. I hope she'll be okay. I should also note that the other day I saw something. Something I hadn't seen since the day the walls were risen. I saw those 7 lights. I saw them descend into the ocean. And from it, and I know this will sound crazy, but I saw a large chunk of land risen up from the ocean. And it now hovers there in the sky. What it is and why it's there, I do not know. If this is a work of the 7, I have no idea why they're doing this. Why they keep us trapped. If it's to protect us, then they are doing a terrible job of it. There are so many of us here dying. I still pray to the 5 that these trials will come to an end soon. That the light will return. But I have not heard anything. Which I'm not surprised. I was never a religious man to begin with. I was hoping in our darkest hour maybe one of them would hear my cry and give me a sign that things will get better. As the book flips to its very final page, you hear the voice of a very old, ragged man speaking. This is indeed my final entry. I am surprised I have lived to see old age. The things I've had to do to make it here are things I am not proud of. But my family lives. Not well, but they live. I can feel death calling to me. I know I am not long for this world. I wanted to note, though, something that I saw in my final days. War has been rampant here across these kingdoms. But I saw from that floating island those same 7 beads of light fly out to different directions, to locations. And I heard about a week later that The wars have been called to an end. A ceasefire of sorts. I do not know what those 7 have done, but it seems they finally have done something. It's about damn time. I wish I could see home one final time to show it to my family. The land I was born in, the land I walked, just as I have walked here. Maybe when I die, my soul will be carried back to those lands, and I can rest knowing that maybe my family will join me. Or maybe not. Maybe my soul will be trapped here behind these walls as well. Wouldn't that be a cruel, a cruel fate to trap us not just in life but in death? Oh, one final thing. If you find my journal, I'm going to leave it buried and hidden with something I found. I do not know what it is, but I can tell it radiates with power. At least I can tell that much. Maybe whoever finds this will be smarter than I, or wiser, and know what to make of it. Whoever it is, if you're reading this, know that these walls that stand weren't always here. They meant to keep us trapped. Maybe to protect at first, but if ever the skies do clear and the sun shines again, if the walls still stand, you are a prisoner. And with that, the book closes and the projection ends. The Leonin curator stands up and gently grabs the journal from the center of the table and pulls it back. And now you know why this information had to be shared in this room.
I'm gonna reach out with my hand and gently pull on the book.
Oh, the Leonin's already taken it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. If you ask for it, he will gently kind of slide it to you, just asking you, like, be very careful. It is very old and very fragile.
What I'm curious about, and I'm gonna use my hand to gently go through the pages, is if there is mention of. Well, he said languages first, but I'm also wondering how they saw the people back in the day. Was it the same technology? Same magic? How do you compare it?
Alright, roll me an investigation check. A 13. As you're kind of
There's
going
a few curiosity. I'm sorry.
as you're kind of going through it, you see that there is mention that he mentions that these people live a very more simplistic or kind of slightly more primitive lifestyle. You know, different from what he experienced back home. He mentions like how they don't. There, a lot of the even some of the bigger cities here don't seem to implement magic in an everyday life like some of the big cities back home did. Because he would account that how he remembers like seeing and hearing about some of the arcane cities that like the super cities that were built in his homeland that using all manners of like arcane inventions and power to make life easier for people. He kind of equates the lands here to kind of more of the more rural and more kind of farmland areas from back home where they had relied less on magic and more just on physical might and know-how.
This is out of character knowledge. We didn't have super cities like that back in the campaign one, right?
You had one of them, at least
Okay.
that you know of. If what you recall, when you guys did your little time travel back, you managed to actually save it from
Oh, yeah.
destruction.
Yes. I see. That was the only one that we actually saved. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Eye bracers.
As you're also kind of investigating through it, you see some entries. You see an entry in here that where he mentions he comes across a very interesting individual, a a gentleman who appears to be have kind of like fox-like qualities to him.
You know what? I was about to ask about that too.
Mm-hmm. He mentions how the gentleman appeared to have like the head of a fox. He thought maybe it was like some type of like offshoot of like similar to like a tabaxi person. He mentions how the gentleman was kind of coy, and slightly mischievous with him, but he said how he kind of grew to become friends with the gentleman.
Okay, cool.
And as you kind of continue reading, flipping through, something you take note of is it kind of later in a journal entry. You see around the time that his son is born, his firstborn son. You see kind of it was kind of one of the entries after his son was born. You take note that apparently his wife was actually a mystic fox.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Though she had,
Okay.
though she had been in disguise as an average human.
And she revealed herself to him?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
Though she did so after the fact. You see he has some entries in here saying how he's unsure how to feel about this.
Yep.
You know. Apparently also they got visits later on from her village's elder. This woman who visited them. Because apparently they had some rules in place at the time about having offspring with other races.
So from the Mystic Fox Elder.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. There was also mention about magic, and the son had magic. Was there any mention about what kind?
Yeah, as you go to some of the later entries, you see that he mentions how his son has gotten quite good at illusion magic, though he feels that it's probably from his mother's side. But he's also learned how to actually channel more kind of like elements of nature. He's able to kind of conjure like lightning and storms.
Druids.
Probably. There's a possibility for sorcerer too, but
Though he seemed to be a very
there-
inquisitive boy. So
are there names? I don't remember the mention of the name of the daughter.
oh yeah,
Any of them actually.
his son was named his son was named Emmett, and his daughter was named Karai.
Did you say cry?
Karai, yeah.
As in cry, our old member? Kurai, okay.
Yeah. K-A-I. No, K-A-R-A-I. Karai.
I can't spell in English.
K-A-R-A-I.
Okay. And
I thought I
the
had a
journal
U.
was journal of.
Sorry, what?
What was his name?
Whose? Oh, the journal. Oh. Oh shoot, what was it? Oh man, where'd I put that? Hold on. Oh. His name was Samuel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Book of Samuel.
Yeah, he
You and biblical references.
he was a human guy. So, the head curator here will stand up and address you all. So, now that you know all this, do any of you wish to unknow it?
No.
No way.
No.
I only ask because I know that the truth can be a heavy burden to bear. It can be a terrible weight to carry, and not everyone is prepared to carry such a weight.
I've been a messenger my whole life, you know. This is fine for me.
Alright. So,
Now the question is, why did you tell us?
because well, he looks to Kisa. It was time. We were holding
Oh,
on to
you-
this in the events that and the outsiders would one day be able to come back to these lands, make it through.
I really feel Max needs to be here for this.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't know if we should pause here because this feels like something he shouldn't miss.
Yeah, we
Uh,
can pause here.
If the others are okay with it, I
Well,
feel uncomfortable.
we lost
like
Kate already, so
Max missing that out. Yeah.
well,
and
he can
Kate
he
was
can
feeling bad.
watch the VOD.
Yeah, you can watch the VOD, but like starting this point is where we have agency again. You know. after-
Yeah, very true.
And this is where I feel like he should have the option to chime in.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. We can stop here and he can watch the VOD
Yeah.
and get caught up, and then
Yeah,
next week
yeah.
or next time we have a session, you guys can
I'm
then now
actually not-
ask questions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Also, I don't don't think I've forgotten that he told me that it was foretold, and now he's saying, "Oh, it was time." That's gonna be my first question, motherfucker.
It was foretold, that one day the outsiders would be back, and on that day when outsiders were able to return, this knowledge needed to be shared. That it means that the wall is weakening.
Okay.
It is a sign.
Here I thought Max was the chosen one.
We can overthrow the gods and break free.
That sounds like the coming of a Disney song. Breaking free.
How many
Wasn't there-
times have this? How many times has this time come?
This is the first. This book, this journal,
What was?
has been passed down from head curator to head curator for generations, until it has found its way into my hand. The other curators here know nothing about its contents, but know that it is an important document that must be protected.
What was left with the book?
Ah, yes. As he kind of goes over and opens up this chest that was in the corner of the room here. He pulls out this small metallic box that's been decorated with different sigils and runes. As he sets it down on the table in the center, he pulls out a key from within his robe and unlocks it. As you see the sigils and runes glow before dimming out, he then opens it up, and you see it emanates a light, a faint light that glimmers and shines inside. And you see it looks like a large claw or tooth from some creature. And you see it kind of radiates with this energy from it.
What kind of energy?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Can I as well?
Yeah, sure. And you do have an advantage, so
Both of
Oh,
us
yeah.
don't do.
yeah, because your enhanced ability.
That was a disadvantage.
That's okay. I
Use
still
shift.
got the 23.
Whoops.
At least it shows
Well,
the other one.
just take the 23 and
Yeah.
shut up.
So a 23 and a 21. Both of you are getting the sense of divine energy coming from it.
Oh.
Well, you probably know what I'm gonna do now.
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out Celeste from my tail
No, 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 no. No
and show it to
feeding.
her.
No feeding. I'm gonna try and stop.
No, I'm not feeding. I'm not gonna feed it to Celeste. I'm just gonna ask it if she recognizes it,
Okay, fine.
and you can translate.
If she acts like a divining rod.
Why would I?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll translate. Do you recognize this?
Okay.
No
Why would
eating.
you think that I would feed it to the little dragon? I'm not that heartless.
Take this power as your
Yeah.
own, child.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that path, sir. Sorry, but it's true.
All right, as
You
you
wouldn't take that what?
you want to take that path? Oh, but yeah. So as you kind of pull out Celeste, she kind of like stirs awake and giving like a little yawn. You see, she kind of like sniffs the air a bit, and then looks over towards the box. And you guys just kind of see her eyes widen, and you kind of just like feel her just kind of wanting to go towards it.
I let her. close enough but not touch it. I'm gonna stop her if she tries to touch it.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
was also all over the crystals that blinded me. So let's be careful, yeah?
Yeah. Um. So as you as she kind of tries to get close, she just kind of as you stop her, she just kind of whimpers like, "Oh."
Oh
You
no.
can understand me.
She looks
No,
to you
no,
as
no.
she kind of speaks in Celestial. Like, yeah.
Do you know what this is?
She kind of sniffs at it. Smells like family.
Okay. I mean, that's something I figured anyways.
Me too, but still. It's good to have confirmation on this one.
Huh. So this is a
Now can I feel
celestial
it, Jordan?
dragon. No! We don't feed family parts to this. How are the other people reacting to this dragon, by the
I was
way?
shocked.
The head curator is kind of staring in awe at this, like it's like kind of
Yeah, I figured.
flabbergasted as he's like kind of like begins this kind of like uttering like chanting in prayer.
Yeah, that's
I'm just gonna
kinda
shut up
fair.
like, I'm a mystic fox, what do you expect?
I mean, at least we're in a space where we're already sharing secrets, so we can be sure they won't share the fact that we have a fucking dragon.
You're in the Temple of Truth, not the Temple of Secrets.
Yeah. And they can safeguard the truth.
True.
Otherwise, they might have to use that mind-altering memory
Yeah.
On
stuff
themselves.
on themselves. I look at the guy. It's like, we understood.
He's like looking at you. He's like
Well, I can't really look at him. I turn
Albert
my
gives him
face to
the serious face.
Yeah, the
Whew.
face he takes before he drinks, apparently.
He
You
Yeah.
did good, Celeste.
the head curator will kind of look to you. It's like, oh, what a glorious day. Oh, to lay eyes upon a being such as that. So they do
A being.
exist.
Yeah.
That's not
Well-
a being, there's a Celeste. That's a dragon.
Oh, you've named it. Ah, mighty Celeste. It is my honor to lay my eyes upon you.
I translate for her.
Got to learn. Celestial.
Celeste is kind of like, you see she kind of looks at you and looks back towards the Leonin man, and it's like, you see like her smile as she tilts her head up all proud.
Well, we mainly took her out. The artifact that was with seems to be a dragon. Or
Yeah.
tooth?
Yes, that's what we speculated on. It's we figured it is either a tooth or a claw from possibly one of the seven.
So
Well,
I'm gonna ask probably a stupid question, but which one radiates the divine energy more, the glow or Celeste?
I'm sorry. What? Can you ask that again?
who has a stronger aura, the claw or
Celeste.
Interesting.
Because well, I mean, she's all one. She's all whole. You know, she isn't
yeah,
a chipped off
she's
piece.
alive.
Yeah. This is
I might
something that's been taken from the whole. It still
I
has
might be
power,
mixing
but
up-
yeah.
I might be mixing up some of my knowledge, so please stop me if I'm thinking wrongly.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that the claw or Celeste could potentially be a link for a prayer towards one of the celestial dragons. A stronger link than just a prayer alone, but this could also power up like a link, like a pinging signal to a pager.
Possibly. It's as probably what your best guess would be. I guess I should probably have you roll an Arcana check for this actually. It's for this kind of train of thought.
Of course.
Well, you rolled a 1 and a 6. Oh no, that's a 9. Sorry. So an 11. So your best guess would be this fragment, for better terms, probably still shares a connection to the greater whole of whoever it's from. Though it's uncertain, how strong that connection is still there after all this time. But it could act as a direct line towards whatever deity it belonged to.
Interesting.
We should
Sorry, I'm thinking.
we should probably end things here though for right now, for Max and Kate,
as well.
Max and Kate's sake.
Yeah.
I might have a question or two still.
my
So
throat. To be honest, I'm rapidly losing the ability.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear, but I am feeling worse. Much worse.
Well, anyway, yeah, we'll end things here. So you guys, we'll end here. So I'll see you guys later. You guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you all had fun with this unexpected lore drop here for you guys. First of all, dang you, Masha.
I told you potential plans with Kisa looking into religious stuff like in January, so
I know.
you knew I was potentially going that route.
Yeah.
you know what I find interesting?
Mm-hmm.
That the war actually, or whatever happened, actually lasted more than 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like darkness?
Oh yeah.
20 years of darkness?
Like it was.
I mean, you have to consider 20 years of darkness in a world where magic does exist. So I think they'd be much better equipped to subsist in a magical world with like darkness like that than something that we have experienced in the past with volcanic winters and stuff like that.
Some info I'll let you guys in on. That wasn't covered. Is what helped stave off the famine and stuff for as long as it did was the existence of druids. Druids were very sought after resource. They were treated as like a resource to help.
That's what I kind of actually guessed.
Yeah. To help
Me
kind
too.
of try to
Rangers
revitalize the land and crops and stuff. Though there's only so much they could do.
Yeah.
Even with magic, like the plants needed, light to still live. And so
that's what I mean. Like that's the sole reason like civilization survived for so long.
Yeah.
Through that lasting, because
Yeah.
It did
Choice
help.
rangers and possibly who can also help would have been clerics with daylight and such. But
Hmm.
unless the
Good
magic
berries
changed.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's another
But-
question I had. Was there
but-
any mention of magic changing?
We'll save that for next time.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway.
That's a question that the DM has to muse over.
But for now, though,
Dudes, sorry, this is a low question. Like you know what? Did magic change? Did we see the shift of
well, also
additions, so to speak?
this is all from one guy's viewpoint. So, he
Okay.
didn't get to see everything. So, but still, having one person's like view and log of stuff from many centuries ago still here, is
Better than nothing.
it's a big thing. While he may not be able to provide all answers that you guys may want, it was at least giving you some more insight into how things were going back
I
during
feel
that
like
time.
as someone who studied anthropology, if Kate wasn't feeling so bad at the moment, she would have been all over this.
Probably. Hopefully
kind
she
of
feels.
story.
Hopefully she feels better next time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
But anyway, the raid is heading out, so let's go give Captain
Hey.
Big here a big warm welcome. And if I remember correctly, I think Captain Big is actually the voice actor for Brooke the Skeleton, if I remember correctly, from One Piece. So, anyway, see you guys all next time. Until then, stay safe, take care of yourselves, be well, and bye-bye!
Bye.